Did you know that your unconscious beliefs will keep you trapped in all areas of your life until you release them? And in this video, I'm going to explain why this is. Let's dive in. We get programmed with our belief systems from a very early age. This usually comes from our own parents. Our own parents tend to project their own unintegrated shadows upon us. So then what happens is then we take on their shadows, their limiting beliefs, and then we form those beliefs about the world, about ourselves. Limiting beliefs can also come from religion, culture, society, the world in general, the media, the news, our friends, how the world shows up and how we perceive that about ourselves, and we internalize that from a very early age, and then we form these belief systems about the world, and how our perception of the world gets formed based on these belief systems, whether the world is good, whether the world's bad. Am I good? Am I bad? Can I trust people? Can I not trust people? I can't trust people. I can't trust the world, because we have been programmed from such an early age to believe these things either about the world or about ourselves. And usually these are limited in nature, especially those self-imposed limiting beliefs. Stop right there. Before we continue with the video, I want to fill you in on an absolute amazing opportunity that is coming up on the 21st of October. On the 21st of October, straight through to the 28th, I'm offering a free masterclass. The masterclass is called The Path to Emotional Freedom. And this masterclass will help you to unlock your true potential, reconnect you back to your true self, identify your limiting beliefs and release those beliefs that will no longer serve you, so you can have that more deep and meaningful relationships. Start those new projects, become that best version of yourself, and ultimately change your inner world, so then your outer world will be changed. You reclaim back your power from your limited beliefs, your wounds. You'll gain an opportunity to learn tools, practices that will help you on your healing journey. This won't be an ordinary masterclass for like an hour. This will be spread out over a week, and this is absolutely 100% free. If you want to come and join the community of like-minded people that are going along this journey as well, click the link in the pinned comments below to start your transformational journey today and reclaim back your power. So what is meant by a limiting belief? A limiting belief means a belief that you have formed that keeps you trapped and keeps you small. And these often come from our ego, our sense of self, because when our sense of self is forming is when we are getting all conditioned and programmed from a young age. And so then our ego is forming, and these beliefs tend to be very ruled by our ego. So then when we get triggered, our ego becomes triggered, and all those limiting beliefs come to the surface for us to project onto other people, because those limiting beliefs are on autopilot. So we don't have any awareness that they're keeping us trapped in our own prison cell. They stop us from having deep and meaningful relationships, having connections. They stop us from starting new projects. They stop us from stepping outside of our comfort zone to maybe start these new projects, or go and ask that person out to do these new things that you really want to do. But these limiting beliefs keep us trapped in a prison cell. But you hold that key to the prison cell, you just don't realize it. So unconscious beliefs play out on autopilot, and we have no awareness of them until we start doing that inner work, shining the light of awareness onto them, and then we're able to release them when we do that. And that's when we can start stepping into our power and really transforming our internal world, which then will be reflected back to us by our external world, and we will have more deep and meaningful relationships. We'll have that better career. We'll have more abundance in our lives because we have now released these limiting beliefs that we are holding about ourselves that has blocked us essentially from having that abundant life. So this means doing the deep healing and inner work to release these limiting beliefs. For me, it has been an ongoing process of letting go, shining the light of awareness and releasing self-imposed limiting beliefs on myself. Because I grew up in a very dysfunctional family, so I ended up having all of these inner child wounds which formed these beliefs about myself. And how it goes is that these limiting beliefs are on autopilot. I'm not aware of them until I started to do that transformational inner work. So before my channel became like based on healing, shadow work, spirituality, I was mainly focused on gentle parenting, being a conscious parent, doing that, being that cycle breaker. And before I started doing that, I felt like I really wanted to do this. I wanted to share like my own journey of being a cycle breaker, being a more conscious parent. And then I would go and research, look at all these other people that were doing the same. And I would look at these YouTube videos of these parenting coaches, and I would say to myself, like internally, like, I'm not capable of doing that. How could I possibly do that? They're huge, they have this huge following, they're doing all these amazing offerings. It's like, it just seems so overwhelming and completely beyond my reach. And so I would have this internal dialogue of, I'm not capable of that. Because I was already gone through my spiritual awakening at this point, I was kind of in this unconscious and conscious awareness still of my limiting beliefs and my internal world. So I kind of could feel that I had this internal dialogue going on of this, I'm not capable. But it wasn't until I really shined the light of awareness onto this limiting belief that I realized I actually felt quite insecure about my own channel, about my own work, and just in general. I didn't feel confident about anything that I put out into the world. And so it came from this like limiting belief that I'm not good enough. And because I became aware of that, I was able to start doing the exercises, the inner work, all of these practices and tools that can help you on your healing journey to let go and release these limiting beliefs. And then I was able to really start seeing it for what it was and not letting it control how I showed up on the internet, how I like made my videos. I was being more authentic on the camera. I wasn't letting it like unconsciously dictate how I showed up on social media. And so I would remind myself every time that I'm only doing the best from where I'm at. I am good enough just where I'm at right now. And so because I had this constant drive to be better, to be like these people already, and I was like, I want to be like them, but I'm just not capable. I can't do it. I want to be there right now, but I could only do the best I could from where I was currently at. And that was a very like limited, insecure person at that time, whilst I was still doing that deep inner work. So when we actually start to release these limiting beliefs, we kind of reprogram our internal world. We start to become aware of these beliefs and we choose not to believe them anymore. And when we do that, we start to reclaim back our power from them and actually step into our power in our lives. All areas of our lives begin to change because we're able to have more deep and meaningful relationships, because we're like, now I believe I am worthy of love. Fuck that silly limiting belief. I've unlocked that cage, that prison cell of the limiting belief, the small limited self, and I am actually worthy of everything because I just am. I exist, so I am worthy. So then we are taking back our power. We now have that key So we have more deeper, meaningful relationships. We're able to step out of our comfort zone, start those new projects, because we don't have that limitation that we've put on ourselves anymore that keeps us trapped and keeps us small. So then when we're doing this inner work, we start to transform who we actually believe we are. And when we do that, we realize we are not the ego small self. We are not our unconscious beliefs. We are pure divine being. We are just light. So then we begin to transform and show up in our lives in a completely new way. And if you want to learn how to actually release these limiting beliefs and be taken through some exercises, don't forget that starting from on the 21st of October, way straight through to the 28th, my Emotional Freedom Masterclass will start. And part of this is all about releasing those limiting beliefs, really getting to know what your limiting beliefs are, connecting back to who you really truly are, the divine self. And so then you can finally step into your power and transform your life from the inside out. If you want to be part of this incredible journey that I can't wait to get started on, click the link in the pinned comments below and sign up today. It is absolutely free. It is jam-packed with loads of gems and goodness for your healing journey. It's not just a one-off class. It is a mixture of classes, lives, loads of freebies that will be available to support you to getting started on your shadow work journey, your healing journey, that inner transformation. So I can't wait to see you on the 21st. But until then, check out this video next, where I share how inner child wounds create blockages in your life. So with that being said, I'll see you in that video. Much love.